Hi, I'm Andrew Eggleton. I do like a bit of DIY. I like the challenge, and it's always good to save a few dollars along the way. But once you get past that simple painting and decorating stuff, you might need a few pointers to help you get the job done right, just like a professional. My challenge today is to build an entertainment area with pavers. I've never done that before. So I'm going to go visit my mate Peter on his site, and he'll show me how a real professional does it. Hey Peter, what do you reckon? Am I up for it?
Hey, mate, you're always up for it. That's a reasonably straightforward area there. No curves, no slopes. It's great, just how we like it.
Yep, I think they call that flat.
Exactly.
So what's up first? What's my priority?
Well, as usual, we need to work out what materials we use and what tools we'll be needing.
Okay, well that's easy too, because it's only 3 metres by 4 metres.
So you know what pavers you need?
Yep, I went to the Firth Paving Planner website and I chose the walkway pavers.
You mean the boss chose it?
Well, you know how it goes, man.
Exactly. Well, at least they show all the colours and shapes on that site.
Yeah, mate, it was really helpful.
We can also use the Firth website to work out what quantities we need for the job.
It's easy. We want 3 by 4. It's for an entertainment area, and we want walkway pavers.
There you go. It tells you how many pavers, paved sand, bedding sand, and gap 7 you need.
And what about tools?
I'll give you a list. Okay, we'll be needing a spade, a shovel, a rake, a float, string line and pegs, a tape measure, screen rails which will use a 30mm conduit, alloy screen, or you could use a piece of timber, broom, wheelbarrow, block saw, compactor, rubber mallet, and your best friend, the spirit level.
So preparation is really important. You don't want to be going back for more materials or buying too much material and wasting your money. Use the Firth website to help you plan and calculate what you need. And click on the link to print out the tools you require. Here we go. Is it pretty fancy, eh?
Hey, that's a great colour. We'll have them delivered.
Peter, this is what we need, gap 7.
Yep, we'll need a metre of that.
Okay.
First we're going to use the dazzle and we're going to roughly mark out the 3 before on the ground. Okay, now we know how far we're to bring our metal out to.
Right, okay.
Here again, in this corner. If you're using steel pegs, always remember to use our safety caps. Under council regulations, we must be 150 below floor level to our outside hard surfaced area. Then we require 45mm for our paver. Then 20mm of compacted sand. That leaves us with 80mm for our compacted gap 7 base. What we'll do is raise the string line by 10mm for the sand. So when we plate compact the pavers, the sand underneath will compact down to our 20mm.
That makes perfect sense.
So we'll just pull that and get it nice and tight. Okay, we'll get these string lines set up.
I'll put these back on.
And it's really important to keep other people out of our work area now so no one trips on the string lines, because we'll have to reset the whole lot of them again.
They might try and put them back and just not know how important they are.
Exactly, and we won't know that until at the end of the job that they've done that. What we're going to check now is our levels.
Yep.
Because what we're going to need, for every metre you go out, we need 10mm fall. So we've got 3 metres, so we're going to be going 30mm from that level there to our outside level.
Okay, so you want 10mm fall for every metre, so we've got 3 metres out, which is 30mm, and that's just to stop rain and water gathering.
That's right, you did well in your maths lesson.
That's my listening abilities, Peter, something you need to learn.
Exactly. We're going to mark that off level at the 1 metre mark. If you hand me the tape, from that mark, we're going to measure 10mm. Okay, mate, start tapping on that pin until we get down to our mark. Okay,
one little one. Excellent. Now we've got 10mm and we've got our 30mm fall. What we're going to do is we're going to set that front string line level, and that means that the front's level, the back is level, and we've got 30mm fall on either side. The next thing we've got to do is make sure we've got this square.
And how do we do that?
We're going to take a diagonal measurement from that pin to that pin, and a diagonal measurement from that pin back to that pin. Right, we need 5 meters, and that's excellent, mate. We're bang on 5 meters. We're all squared up and we're ready to put the base in.
So your finished paver level needs to be 150mm below interior floor level, and allow 45mm for the paver, 20mm for bedding sand, and 80mm for gap 7. Ah, yeah,
That's great.
Good. Just there.
A little bit more over there.
Yep, and a bit over there.
In my boot, we'll just roughly rake it around.
So we're taking this up to our first mark.
That's right. You got the tape measure there?
Yep.
Excellent. We can't measure from the bottom up now, so now we're going to measure from the string line down.
We need the 10mm to allow for compacting the sand, 45mm for our paver, 20mm for our compacted sand, and that makes 75mm, but we're going to 65mm to allow for the gap 7 to compact 10mm also.
65.
Well, that's looking good. Let's check the front.
Okay, how's that looking?
Bang on, 65.
Perfect.
But we're not finished yet. We've got the outside right,
Yep.
but now we need to find out whether we've got a dish in the centre or we've got a hump in the centre.
And how do we do that?
We're going to diagonally take the string line
Yep.
from that pin to that pin, and then from that pin on a diagonal back to that pin.
And measure in the middle.
Bang on.
I don't know why I even need Peter.
What?
Nothing. 65.
How's that looking?
Perfect.
Excellent.
65. 65. It is actually 65 in the middle.
All right, we'll just wind up these diagonal lines, mate.
Question for you though.
What's that?
Why do we build this up further out past the string line?
Ah, good point. So that we've got something for the haunching to key into.
Right, okay, that
Otherwise
makes sense.
everything will be just on the edge and it'll start falling away.
Okay,
We're working on it.
I'm glad I did that then.
We're going to get the plate compactor.
Yep.
We're going to get our earmuffs and we're going to plate it up. Oh, that was hot work.
Was, now what?
Well, now the base is nice and firm. We're going to put the sand on.
Yep.
And then I'm going to show you how we're going to set the pipes for screening.
Okay.
I'll get the rake and we'll start raking that around. Okay, we're ready to set our screening poles. I'm going to show you a little trick. If your screen is a little short, or your piece of timber, what you want to do is we'll set that pipe to there, and then we just want to be able to screen it a little further than the string line. We'll set that pipe to there, and then what we can do is when we move down, we can move
Got you.
from side to side. Okay, mate, now we've set the pipes from side to side, I'm going to show you how we're going to set the heights. Cheers, mate, I'll grab one of those, you hold on to the other. Okay, we'll slide this on the pipe, and we'll tap it a little bit until the string line slides over the top, and there you go, that's set our height. Okay, all we need to do now is to repeat that process on the other 3 corners of the pipes.
Okay, I want to give one a go.
Excellent. Now all we've got to do is make sure that the plastic pipe hasn't got any bows in it, and we're going to do that with our good old mate, the spirit level. How's that?
Perfect. Next.
Right, now we're going to screen. Okay, mate, just pull that one out fast. Excellent.
Okay, well what are we going to do about these big grooves in the sand?
That's easy. See the excess sand here?
Yep.
I'm just going to scoop it up with the side of the float. I'm just going to shake it in there and just go like that, and it's gone.
Okay, but what about the middle?
Oh, we'll just do that as we're laying.
Right, okay, makes sense. Check gap 7 levels using a diagonal string line, and check your screen rail levels in the middle.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the border. The first thing we want to make sure is that all the pavers we're laying are top side up, and that means they have a bevel around all 4 edges.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put the first one on its side because our string line pin is going to be in the way. The pavers are 230 millimetres long, so we're going to want to start our next paver at 115. That's halfway. It's called stretcher bond, or also known as brick bond pattern. Another tip
Yep.
is don't put the paver into the sand and try and slide it in. Go in to the corner like that and let it slide in.
Okay. I should have written all these tips down, you know, Peter.
What we're going to do, this chip one that we're going to use for cutting, we're going to use it to mark out as though it's a border. The border's going to run along here, so we're going to mark these blocks, and these are going to be our cuts, and we're going to use that further down for a cut as well, so we don't have any waste. Another handy tip is the piece that you don't want, put a mark on it so you don't get it confused with the cut that's going back in the hole. For the halves, is all we have to do is count how many we've got, divide that by 2, and that's what full ones we're going to cut in half.
Okay.
Oh, last cut.
And the final touch.
Oh, look at that. A quick tip, if the sand's too dry, it'll collapse when you're digging the haunching out. See how it's collapsing? We want to dampen it off. So we'll push that back up.
So we want to get a hose onto that.
Want to get a hose onto it and dampen it off. I tell you what, you mix up the haunch and I'll dampen the edge off.
Done. That's a lot better.
See how that stays nice and flush? So we can put our concrete haunch so we can run it down into the soil.
That was a good tip.
So we use Drycon Handycrete for haunching, and you should allow 2 days curing before compacting.
Our Drycon paved joint sand.
And what are we going to do with this?
We're going to pour it onto our paving, and then we're going to sweep it around and we're going to plate compact it.
When I sweep it, it's just going to go into the cracks.
It's going to go into the cracks. We want a fine layer on top so that we've got something for the plate compactor to pass over.
Okay.
Now you need the layer even for under the plate compactor, so if you have any lumpy sand, the plate compactor will actually dip the paving.
Pavers should be dry before adding the paved sand, and sweep sand into the joints. Compact when the joints are full.
Dampen the haunching edges to stop dry sand collapsing. Set haunching at 45 degrees, allow to cure. Sweep an even layer of paving sand for compaction. Job done.
Andrew, well done, buddy. Would you do anything different next time?
Tell you what, it was incredibly satisfying. And it was a lot easier than I expected, so I probably wouldn't even need you next time.
Well, buddy, with that, I think I'm off.
Hey, hang on, Peter. I've got something to talk to you about.
See ya.
Check out the Firth website for more how-tos before you start your next job. But seriously, Peter, hold on. I just wanted to talk to you about my driveway. Just a small one.